How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. We are back for another week and I hope every single one of you have had a really good weekend. Now, of course, the Euros are underway and we're going to be taking a look back at some of the action and, of course, the incident involving Christian Eriksen. And the last piece of news involves Arsenal because reports are suggesting that they could make a surprise move for Donny van de Beek.
I represent my fucking self.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. That's right.
So, of course, the Euros have started and we have plenty of football on our television screens. 2-3 times a day. It's just so nice to see football and watch it in a relaxed manner. As an Arsenal fan, knowing that they're not going to ruin my weekend is such a wonderful feeling. I can actually sit down, relax and watch games of football and just enjoy them. And that's what I've been doing for the most part. But of course, there was one incident over the course of the weekend, which will be the main focus of Euro 2020. Whatever happens for the remainder of the tournament. Christian Eriksen suffered a cardiac arrest in their game against Finland. Of course, he plays for Denmark. Absolutely staggering what I witnessed, and I'm sure everybody witnessed the exact same thing that I did, and the fact that the camera wasn't cut and you got to see some of absolutely horrific images, and even to the point where his wife was put on camera in tears, and I was just like, what is this? Really? Like, come on, man. You know, a streaker comes onto the pitch, right? The television cameras, bang, instantly cut the feed. Don't let you see what's going on. A guy has a cardiac arrest and the cameras are on him, focusing. And I'm just sitting there like, really? Come on, man. That's just taking the mick now, isn't it? But listen, the one good thing about it is that he's fine. He's in a good place, apparently. And I'll go through in a second what the doctors and everybody's been saying. But yeah, there was moments there when we were watching that and you were thinking the worst. You were thinking, he's gone. Like, staggering. 29 years old. An elite level athlete with no history of any heart problems. And you've got to remember as well, these top level athletes now, they have all kinds of tests and whatnot, just, you know, during the season and everything to make sure that there, you know, is no issues, etc. And just out of nowhere, it was the most weirdest thing. It was, you know, everybody that's not actually seen it, he was down near the corner flag, went towards the ball and he just like stumbled. That's the best way of describing it. It just looked like he was stumbling and you could kind of see like something came over him, like it just mad, like insane to actually watch that unfold. And yeah, just the whole world was just praying for Christian Eriksen and that he was going to be able to fight this. And you know, thank God that he has. And it looks like he's going to make a full recovery. And from what the reports are saying, he's already talking about getting back on the pitch. Madness. But I'll go through this in a second. But the team doctor for Denmark went on to say that Christian Eriksen was gone after cardiac arrest, but medical test results have been normal so far. Now again, that's just mad. Like, there's no sign that there's any problem at all. He collapsed during his side Euro 2020 opener against Finland and was given emergency CPR on the pitch with a game temporarily suspended just before half time. Eriksen is currently being treated in hospital, which is less a mile away from the stadium. The exams that have been done so far look fine. When asked what caused the incident, he said, "We don't have an explanation why it happened. I can't answer that question. I didn't see it live. I saw it on the screen when it happened. You saw the same as me. No explanation so far." He says that we did cardiac resuscitation. It was a cardiac arrest. How close were we to losing him? I don't know. But we got him back after one defib. So that's quite fast. The head coach for Denmark has said that Eriksen has told him he did not remember much from Saturday's collapse and that he was eager to get back on the pitch. Like, that alone is just like mind-blowing. He goes on to say that Eriksen said, "I think you are feeling worse than I am. I feel as if I'm about to go training now, boys." Like, mad. Like, what on earth happened? Like, mad. He goes on to say that Christian is in good spirits. And it's a huge relief for the players after all the uncertainty. And yeah, the other thing as well, they went and played the game later on in the evening. Now, first and foremost, UEFA and that, they shouldn't be letting them play this game. You can't be letting them play this game. I'm sorry, man. You can't. Like, no. Just no. Leave it 24 hours at a minimum. Maybe give it a couple of days. This is bigger than football. Let the players and what they've had to see, like, try and digest it. And, you know, I know he's better and everything, but emotionally, some of these players are probably going to be scarred from that for life, probably, or for a considerable period of time. And yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But listen, the main thing is that Christian Eriksen is on the mend and he's fine, and that is the most important thing. So yeah, luckily in that sense we're not reporting something more serious in terms of its outcome, and hopefully he can make a full recovery, and hopefully he can get back on the pitch as long as it's safe. Next piece of news involving the Euros, of course, England. There's been loads of games, but I'm going to focus on just England at the moment. We'll go through most of the teams during this week and everything, and the results and whatnot. But yeah, England, they got off to a winning start in their game against Croatia, a 1-0 win, and I think it was a pretty comfortable one, to be honest with you. Croatia were very, very poor. I was not impressed with them in any way, shape or form. And listen, Calvin Phillips, I'll tell you something, what a performance from him. And I was one of the ones that said I don't think he should have even gone to the Euros. I don't, really see what I, felt he was going to offer the team. But what a performance. Man of the match by an absolute mile. Raheem Sterling with the only goal. Shuts up some of the critics that he's had over recent weeks. Disappointed that Jack Grealish didn't start the game. Bit weird that a right back played left back when you've got two actual left backs in the squad. One didn't even make the bench. Jadon Sancho didn't even make the bench, So, yeah, look, listen, England have got off to a winning start. It's the first time ever that they've won an opening game to the Euros. So, that's a positive. And, yeah, Gareth Southgate will be very happy. And I suppose some of those team selections won't be scrutinised because they got the victory, and that's what you're in football for, to get the victory. So very, very simple. Next piece of news involves Arsenal, and this is a bit of a weird one, but with Granit Xhaka off and seemingly on his way to Roma, 90-minute claim that the Gunners have made contact with Manchester United over a potential move for Donny van de Beek. Of course, he's just had no game time at Manchester United. It's been an absolutely horrendous time for him at Manchester United. But I cannot see Manchester United selling him. Not to Arsenal anyway. What I do know, I think it's Van der Beek is married. I think he's married, or it's his girlfriend. One or two, I can't remember off the top of my head. But he's with Dennis Bergkamp's daughter. Maybe Dennis is having a little word in his ear and everything else, because Dennis is also a part of this consortium that's trying to, you know, get Stan Kroenke out of the club alongside Daniel Ek and everything else. So we would have the perfect person to tap him up, shall we say. 24 years old. I think he's a quality player. He just doesn't fit Manchester United and the system that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants to play. So, you know, if he doesn't fit your system and you don't want him, sell him. But would Manchester United sell him to us? I very much doubt it. But it's an interesting one. It's another name apart from Basuma and Neves and everything else. But it's just a growing list. I think maybe, you know, paper talk and everything else, they just kind of pull names out of the hat and stick Arsenal next to it because they know it'll get traction. But it is what it is, and we'll wait and see what happens after the Euros. So there we go. That is it for today's DT's Daily. As usual, let me know in the comment section what you think about today's topics. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.